During this video, I'm going to show you how to create a survey inside of CoinSurvey. To get started, all I did was click on Create Survey on the left-hand side, and from here, we need to enter a survey title and a survey description. Now, our respondents will be able to see this title and description, so be sure to enter something that makes sense to them and to yourself. So I could say something like Software Feedback Survey. Thank you for using our software. Please complete this survey to better help us improve our product. And then I'm going to click on Create Survey. Once I do that, we are redirected to the Survey Creation Wizard. Now here in the middle is where we can add all of our different questions and responses. And on the right hand side, we will see a live preview of what our survey actually looks like to the respondent. So to get started, at the top here, you'll see that we have our start page. If we click this drop down menu, we will see the description and the title that we entered previously, and we can customize this and change it if we'd like. Now at the bottom, we have our end page. And just like the start page, we can click this drop down menu and we can add more information to our end page once they are done completing our survey. And then right in the middle is where we can begin to add our different questions. So for the very first question, we are going to say, how easy is it to use our software? Then I'm going to click on my enter key. And that's going to go ahead and create that question for me. And now I can customize what type of responses the user is allowed to give me. Here on the left, I can type out my own responses. But before we do that, let's go ahead and discuss our options that we have on the right-hand side. The first option is this question optional or not? So by default, the user must answer this question before they can move on to the next question. If I turn this on and make it optional, that means the user can skip this question if they want to. I'm going to go ahead and leave mine on mandatory. Next up, we have our autofill response options. If I click on that, that's going to open up a variety of different answers or responses that I can add to my question instead of having to type them out myself. Now, this is perfect for me because the difficulty options here is perfect for the question that I am asking them, how easy is it to use our software? So if I were to click on this, that's going to preload those answers for me inside of my survey. So we have very difficult, difficult, neutral, and so forth. If I were to accidentally click on one of those, I can go and mouse over the option and click on the trash can to delete those options. I can also drag and drop the options to reorder them if I want to. Let's go ahead and delete these here. Just below that, we have the question type. So that there is a single answer question. We have multiple answers. We have open-ended questions. We have ratings. And we have binary. Now each question type also has a different display type. So for the binary, as you can see, we have like or dislikes. We have toggle ons and offs. If we go back to the ratings, we have a slider rating. We have a star rating. And we have a smiley face rating as well. So you can really customize the way that your survey looks. Let's go ahead and go back to single answers. And I'm going to go ahead and choose an autofill response of the difficulty that we talked about earlier. And I'm going to close out of that. And again, on the right-hand side, we can see exactly what that looks like. Now, you'll notice that our survey is a darker color with the CoinSurvey logo at the top. If we click on the Edit Survey Design option here, that's going to open up an option where we can change the color theme of the survey from dark to light, and you can see it update on the right-hand side. And we can also upload our very own logo to replace the CoinSurvey logo that we see here on the right-hand side. I'm going to go ahead and change mine back to dark for now and click on Close. And just to demonstrate the different display options that we have, right now we have the radio buttons selected. And if I were to change this to buttons, we can see what that looks like. And a select box with a drop-down box, and we can see what that looks like. And the last thing that I would like to mention here is we also have the ability to add an other option here, which will allow people to select this option and then type out their own answer. So I'm going to type in other and click on enter. And when I do that, we have the ability to display text field if selected, and we can turn this on. However, this only works with the display type radio buttons. You cannot use this with buttons or select box, and you can also use this for multiple choice answers as well. So I'm going to change that to radio buttons. And then on the right hand side, if I select other, you'll see we can enter our own comments here. And once we are done with that question, we can always add a new question and add as many questions as we would like. And that's just how simple it is to create a survey inside of CoinSurvey. Just be sure that when you are finished, you click on Publish Survey at the top right-hand corner.